I'm sad about Lauren. Yes, I'm sad as well. I'm sad as well. How do I invite? Who do I want to win now? Keanu. Keanu is the one that I want to live or win. Win for sure. Where is? All right, I'm inviting Adrian right now. Yeah, I'm going live with Adrian. I was on live for like 2 hours, but when Adrian's here, I was just like,
"What is up, bro?"
The vibe is low over here, but what's up, man?
my bad.
No, you're
my
good.
bad. It was a crazy episode.
Insane episode. Insane episode. I don't know, how much have you hashed out already with your squad?
No, I was just talking about just thoughts and talking to them. I mean, look, I know you're rooting for Lauren, and she survived the block, the block once, right?
Oh yeah, she crushed that blockbuster. Yeah,
she had a phenomenal technique.
Absolutely, I was just saying that in my live earlier. I was saying that exact same thing. I was saying it was so smart that she was, holding it with two hands to keep it steady, because the target area is so small. And so the fact that she was able to do that was awesome. And obviously, once you get it in once, you have a better idea, in my opinion, of the angle and everything like that. And so that definitely helped her. But I thought that was incredible because they were gunning for her in the first day HOH, and obviously they were gunning for her in the second HOH. So yeah. Let's start with the beginning of the episode first. So
such a long episode.
It was such a long episode, but that was the craziest episode of the entire season. So let's start with the beginning. So they were talking about who to put up and all that types of stuff. And, Lauren, Kelly, Keanu go on the block, and then, they compete, everything like that. And then Kelly ends up going home. Did you assume that the votes were going to be 2-2 and Vince was going to have to break the tie?
Yes, I was hoping so, because I wanted to see what Vince would do. We love a good tiebreaker. We love a good tiebreaker. Oh no, the drama, bro. I'm not playing the game anymore, so it doesn't matter to me. I'm like, the drama.
Yeah, I was a fan. Yeah, 100%. I was sitting there, I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I want to see. I want to see Vince make this decision, 100%.
Yeah.
And I think I've said this, and I just created a video about it, but the way that Kelly left was the most iconic way that anybody in this season has left by far, in my opinion. When she sat there, stood up, called out Vince for all of his alliances, then called out Morgan for the situation of she's basically, Vince is a puppet for her, is basically what she said. I'm just like, my jaw was on the floor. I was on live and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is insane. And so, what did you think about the way that she left and everything like that?
I mean, I'm glad someone said it. If it's not obvious, I feel like Keanu might still work with Vince.
Yeah.
But at this point, who else is he gonna go to? Everyone in the house doesn't have his best interest at heart. No, he's by himself. He's by himself for sure. So, but I don't know. I'm got someone pointed it out, but I don't know how much is that gonna do.
Yeah.
Maybe I think if anything, he put a little bit bigger target on Morgan. Maybe just because. Yeah,
I would think so. The thing is that the numbers are so low right now. It's like Vince is not going to put up Morgan. Okay. I don't think Ashley's going to put up Morgan. I feel like she's going to put up Keanu and Ava. So, the numbers are so thin right now that I wish the call out happened earlier, with at least 9 people in the house still, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm so glad she did it. I'm really glad that she did it. But unless they're, how Ashley and Keanu were having that conversation of, creating a final 2 in honor of Rachel. So maybe after that call out, there's something that happens there. But I don't see it happening, because I don't believe that Ashley wants to go to the final 2 with Keanu.
I don't think so too. It's too. I mean, she's gonna say yes. it's smart to say yes.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And if the opportunity is there, she's like, I guess I'm going, right? Because a big factor for like winners, I think statistically, most winners have won the final HOH because they get to decide who gets that. Because that's a huge important, and that's why I say it's like what do you call it? You got to win when you need to, you know.
Yeah.
So I think it's like Vanessa. Some people say Vanessa season 17. Double checking. Yeah, Vanessa season 17. She was third place. They said she was such a good player, but she lost the final HOH. Steve took her out, and then that, you know what I mean, you can have like the best game, but if you can't win when you need to, that one last HOH.
Yeah, when you need to. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't win when I needed to. I needed to win.
Do you think, let me ask you this, is there any point, let's say Vince wins again, do you think there's any point that he would just not take Morgan to the final two at this point in the game? Like, let's say, for example,
yes,
it is Vince, Ashley, and Morgan in the final three. Vince wins. Would he
now that's different.
Would he take Morgan or Ashley in the final two in that scenario?
I feel like loyalty, he would take Morgan, but if he doesn't realize, it's hard to say, because I think from our point of view, it would be best if he took Ashley right now, right? For sure. And like I said, like I could see a world where he's like, you know what, Morgan's, you know, after that speech Kelly just did, the whole house sees that he just put Lauren up. That wasn't his idea. And so it's like, if he realizes it wouldn't be a smart move to take Morgan, but I don't know. He hasn't made the best decisions in the past.
He has not.
It's hard to say if he will make the best choice, because I think he shouldn't have put up Lauren at all.
Oh,
so
I've been saying.
So I'm like, if he did that, like I don't like. It's hard to predict if he's gonna put up. If he would take Morgan to the end or not. Like logically speaking, he shouldn't.
Oh no, he should.
Like I was telling people this in my chat before. I was like, well, Keanu, you know, he's like the fan favorite. I'm rooting for him, right?
Me too.
And I said before, his best chance is to take Kelly to the end for his best chance to win. At this point, I really see if he takes Ava, but he has the best chance of winning, I think. Some people say Vince too, potentially Vince. I just don't know how Vince is going to be viewed in the jury just yet.
Okay.
If they're bitter, sure, they could not vote Vince, but if they want to say, I don't know, maybe not.
Let me ask you this, okay? Let's say the final two is Ashley and Keanu, okay?
Okay.
So you think about the jury right now, who wins in that scenario? And I ask this because Rachel was saying, I want to see the big moves when she got eliminated, right? Her final speech was, I want to see the big moves. I want to see, you know, who has done most in this game. So who do you think wins in that scenario with the current jury?
The current jury. You said Ashley and Keanu?
Yes, Ashley and Keanu.
I want to say I feel like the jury would lean towards Ashley because they like her a little more, but game-wise, I think that, like I said, I think it depends on their speeches. If Ashley could bring to light that she had some influence, and that she, like, because you can have good reads all you want, but if you didn't influence a vote, if you didn't get anybody out, if there wasn't a move that was solely yours, like how much game can you argue to the jury? You know, so I mean, it depends, because like Rachel, she was working close with Ashley, right? So she could understand she had good reads, but who did, like, if we think about this right now, if the jury's in the house, right, they're gonna think, what has Ashley done to get here to this point? She's managed her threat level. But maybe it's because she just couldn't win, or okay, so maybe there's that, or how about, did she get anybody out through influence? Did she sway a vote to her favor? Like what move? So like those are something the jury is going to have to ask, and it is crucial that she answers. But on the top of my head, I can't think of something she's like, I said this to this person, I convinced this person. Like, compared to Morgan, I could convince Vince to put
Yeah,
up his number
dude.
two ally, right?
If
Like,
Morgan's in the
I don't
final
see how he
two,
doesn't have that.
yeah, if Morgan's in the final two, she's gonna have so much that she can talk about how she deserves to win. And like, yeah, I think she, in my opinion, she's the front runner to win this season at this point. Morgan is. I feel like it does come down to the speeches with like Ashley and Keanu, because like if Ashley's able to bring up situations where she did like dictate the vote and like influence people to vote a specific way and all that types of stuff, then it does go a long way. But the reason why I bring that up is because Rachel is definitely going to have influence at the round table. Okay. So, like, if it does come down to that scenario, it's like, who would she pull for more in that scenario between Ashley and Keanu?
Yeah. So someone in my chat just said Ashley she stayed over Will, and is that a good enough a feat? And I have my answer. What's your answer though?
I mean, if we're talking about the scenario between, like, if that's what she says and Keanu's on the block or on the final two next to her, right? Keanu just has so much that he can talk about. He can talk about his underdog story. He can talk about, he won so many different comps. He pulled himself out ever since week 2, right? And so I feel like Ashley will need a little bit more when she talks to people, more so than just saving herself against Will. But that's just my opinion. And it also just depends on the viewpoint of people in jury. I mean, like, we're talking about this as fans now outside of the house, but like, what is like the actual stance? How does Will feel? Will was really close with Ashley in the game. Does he feel like that she actually did enough in this game to win compared to somebody like a Keanu who continuously pulled himself out? That's like the question, right?
Yeah. Well, I heard that Will wasn't really campaigning for himself, and he told Ashley, it's okay if you campaign against me. Like, it's okay. So, like, at the same time, yes, Ashley did get the votes to flip, but was it that hard if Will wasn't putting up a fight? Like, he didn't, you know what I mean? Like, at that moment.
So Ashley's had really good reads this season. Like, she's talked to the feeds, the cameras and everything like that. If her story at the end is able to clock all of those reads and say it to everybody, then I feel like she does have a chance. But that's the only way. Like, that's the scenario that she has to go through if she's going to beat somebody like Keanu, right? So if she's able to bring that to light, it's like you were saying at the beginning, like, she's going to have to go that route and talk about how much she actually knew in the house to the jury. And then the jury would be like, okay, well, that makes more sense of where you were in this current game, So I feel like that's the way that she has to go at this point.
Now, here's the thing. So I could see if they both got in the jury, I feel like Ashley's questions would be, what moves have you made that were yours? For Keanu, I'd feel like, what did you do other than win your way to the end?
Yeah, like what was your social game?
That would be what the jury I would predict is like, okay, what did you do? Did you do a bit more than just win? Of course, he had to win when he needed to because he was always a target. But not saying he does talk to the house. He does try to make an effort. He does campaign for himself. You know what I mean? Like, is it the best? I don't know, but he's trying. He's playing.
Trying.
Yeah,
he's trying. And if he's able to give up if he's able to give specific circumstances with people that are currently in the jury of how his social game improved with them specifically, I feel like that will help a lot, right? And so, like, let's say that Vince, and in this scenario, Vince and Morgan are both there in jury. If he's able to give specific scenarios, how he was able to align with them towards the end, especially right now, and like kind of change his trajectory to kind of separate himself, then I feel like that will go a long way with the people. But he's obviously going to have to appease everybody in that jury, right? He's going to have to bring up the situation of like frenemies with Rachel and all that types of stuff, right? And so if we're talking about social game, I think that's the route that he does have to go. So
yeah. So I think, I feel like Keanu has a little bit more, I don't know, We'll see. Oh, I said I was gonna update the board. So I know it's not the best, but we lost. I lost my last pick, Kelly,
Yeah,
and you lost your second to the last pick, Lauren.
Lauren. Yeah,
Unfortunately. So
unfortunately.
now this is the current draft pick. I'm still ahead by one player, but
Yeah,
anything goes. You still have Morgan because again, the whole point isn't to make it to the final two, but to win the
to
game.
win. To win.
Um,
And she
we'll
is, in my
see.
opinion, she is the front runner right now. Morgan is the front runner.
Yeah, if she could
So
get there. If she could
yeah,
get there, yes, I agree. Like I think if she's no matter who she is um up against, I think she's gonna win. Like if she gets to those final chairs, no matter what, I think she has a good argument. Um, now her goal should just to be to get there.
yeah, 100%, 100%. I do agree with that. But it's going to be the type of scenario, right? Like, let's say they get to the final three. Let's say it's Vince, Ashley, and Morgan. Ashley may just go to Vince and be like, "Hey, after what Kelly said and after everything that's happened, it may be best for you to take me to the final two." You know, and so like I could see Ashley pulling out a win in that scenario, like for sure, if she's up against Vince, because then she can go up against Vince and say every single one of your HOHs was run by Morgan. And
Yeah.
she can clock that. She can talk about those scenarios that we were just talking about earlier where she had these really good reads with everybody in the house. And so yeah, I think Morgan is the front runner, but you know, I feel like people could easily turn on her very, very last second. So
Yeah. Yeah.
in my opinion right now, I think they're going to probably gun for Keanu to get out first. But if it gets to that final scenario, then you know I could see Ashley wanting to take Vince rather than Morgan. I could see her wanting to take Ava rather than Morgan. And
I
so
think everyone. I think Ashley would want to take Ava, but she's not. Well, she's been working close with Ava, so I could see her trying to take work with Ava and try to pin Vince. No, try to pin Keanu and Morgan against each other. I think that would be the best bet for her.
I do agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. And I would if I was her, she's going to do this. She's probably going to plant seeds. You know, like once you get to that point, I feel like she will plant seeds of being like, hey, it's probably best for my game. Or she may go to Morgan and say, hey, you know, it may be better for you to take me, but you know, all that types of stuff. And so, so yeah, we'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
I'm sorry that Lauren got evicted,
Thank
Zach.
you. No, I
I
appreciate
know,
that.
I know you're rooting for her, so I know. Um,
Yeah.
but I did say on mine that I think she definitely had potential, but of course, like I said, like if she had won that veto, potentially Morgan would have gone home that week, potentially because they still had the blockbuster. That she and then Vince, if Vince had won, Lauren wouldn't have touched it. But also at the same time, if she kept the noms the same, Keanu wouldn't have been gunning for Lauren.
Which are we talking about? What scenario? Like,
The week prior.
are we talking about Vince's HOH or what are we talking about?
It was whose HOH? It was Lauren's HOH, right?
You're talking about BB Comics. You're talking about if she actually won the veto instead of like, you know, selling it,
I
basically
think
just not
I
wanting to
think
win
that
it.
would have made a huge difference because even if she had like she could have won it, kept it the same, whether Morgan went home or not, at least Keanu wouldn't have been against Lauren. You know what I mean?
Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, but yeah.
Because yeah,
I
and then
think
Vince wouldn't have to would break that tie in Lauren's favor.
yeah, I think
You know what I mean?
it hurt her before the veto even happened. She was telling some people that Keanu was her fourth nom, and so that was in her head as she was playing the comp, and so that's why she stalled. She wasn't pressing the button, and so yeah, I mean like we have this outside perspective, of course. Like you got so much stuff going on in your head while you're in the house, and so. So yeah, yeah. But yes, I do agree the trajectory would be completely different if she kept noms the same, and then people would have probably been gunning for Morgan just because Morgan has been playing this game and playing it well, you know. And so, yeah, the trajectory of the season could have been totally different. So
Yeah, yeah, a lot of little things. What did you think about that double eviction veto? Did you find the mastermind every single time?
Every single time. Every single time. The hardest point that I had, and I had like when I was looking at it, there was like a couple seconds before I spotted him, was the one that Lauren got wrong. So it was like the second to last round. I think it was it the BB
Okay.
Blasters one. It was I think it was B. I could be wrong,
It was
but
B, yeah, B. Yeah, it was B.
yeah,
I
and
saw that one.
so that was probably the most difficult one. But I was telling people here, they probably had three different TVs set up with wider images. That's just my guess because they had like when we were there, they had multiple TVs and they probably shrunk it just a little bit for us. So they could have made it just a little bit harder.
And it was smaller and it was easier. I don't know.
It was
I
very
did.
easy just staring at the screen right there with the split screen, and so that's my guess, in my opinion. I don't know.
The second to the first one, the second one, or I guess the second one, I didn't find it, but I think it was C. I couldn't find that one. There was one where I was like, dude, it just was too fast. I was like, dude, these people have like, I don't know. It was honestly, it was pretty short. I felt like it was pretty short. But the second, but I guessed correctly though. All I knew is that. But that one I was like, fudge. I was fudge. I was like, I didn't know. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. But the first one, yeah, I think it was a little easy. Because it
Yeah,
was like, but out of those, like, I don't remember like which order they went. But
the veto
I'm
felt
not
like
watching the feeds right now. They said the feeds are back up. What are the feeds showing? Is it juicy right now? Should I pull it up?
yeah.
Um, but they said yup or
The
what?
feeds
Is
are
it
juicy
juicy?
right now.
Is it juicy chat? I need a poll. I'm gonna run a poll real quick. Happy face is juicy. Sad face is not juicy. Um, if not, I'll pull it up right now. But yeah, dude, that the numbers are dwindling. We'll see who wins. I don't think there's gonna be an HOH tonight. So, but I heard
Dude,
Mastermind. It's not gonna be double eviction next week, but rather I think it's gonna be a Mastermind twist
interesting.
again.
Do you think it's going to be another elimination?
I think so. They said, if I remember correctly, so it's gonna be one regular elimination, but the mastermind is back for, I guess, a twist or something like that. So I'm assuming it could be another elimination or
Yeah.
some. Yeah, because I don't think it's double eviction. Well, technically, I don't know. Whatever, however you want to call it.
How
It's
how
tough.
excited are you to see everybody in 10 days? Guys, we got 10 days till the finale. How excited are you to see everybody?
10 days, dude. That's not a lot.
I
We're gonna be
know.
back on stage. It's gonna be crazy to be like still on stage and look at the door. It's like, fudge. I don't know. I would be like, fudge, man, the door's right there.
Just want to walk in.
Um,
You just want to walk in?
yeah, man. I mean, I got so used to the house. At this point, it's like, it's fine. I'll cry about it
Yeah.
later.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but I mean, yeah, it's gonna be exciting. We're all gonna be probably, yeah, because that's like a once in a lifetime opportunity, bro. We're gonna all be there again. Because the only time that was first
Yeah.
week one. After that, I don't know how likely. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But like, I'm excited to see everybody talk about the game. But most likely, it's gonna be weird because the people in jury are gonna come out back in the world, and not only do they have a lot to catch up on, but like they're also gonna be thrown in interviews. They're gonna be also thrown into like the aftermath of like what happens because for us, we have the luxury of like getting back to life, taking a second, and
Absolutely.
then going back, and then they just get out of the game, and then they have so much. I can't even imagine how much they're gonna have to. th- They're gonna their phones are gonna be blowing up. Life is gonna be crazy for them when they get out, for
Absolutely.
sure.
I mean, I was in there for what, 5 weeks? They were in there like for 3 months. So yeah, it's gonna be very overwhelming for them. It was overwhelming for me, but I was in there not even close to the amount of time that they were in there for. So it will be a lot. I am excited to see everybody. I don't know what all. I can't say much else outside of that for what's going to happen that night. But I will say this though: Adrian and I are trying to get to the Amazing Race premiere in Los Angeles on the 25th. So we're trying to get flights for that. But it's going to be a lot of fun. That's when I think everybody in the cast will be there. And yeah, and I know Amy's going to be there as well. She just texted us in a group chat. I know you were live when she texted us, but
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, that'll be a lot of fun as well. So we'll see what happens.
I'm pulling up lives right now. Someone says that there might be a live endurance HOH tonight. I don't
Pressure
know if
cooker.
that's true or not.
Pressure
I don't
cooker.
know. Imagine it. That'd be crazy. Ava and Vince. It's just Ava and Vince right now.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
yeah, I have the feeds on now, but I'm gonna mute them right now. But that was such an action-packed thing. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. I'm gonna have to I feel like this the blockbuster, I was like, oh, that's gonna be so easy to make. It's like I'm probably just gonna get a ladder and just throw off the top or something. Like I don't need to build a whole set for that. But I was like, those balls are hard to find though, but
Yeah, I feel
they're
that.
not hard to find. They're just expensive. Like those foam ones, I'm pretty sure they're like the foamy ones. Anyways.
Yeah, you're not talking about this most recent video. You're talking about the last one that happened yesterday, right?
Well, the blockbuster, the only blockbuster tonight.
Gotcha.
But after this point, it was top six, so that means everyone guarantees at least one chance of safety versus like being backdoored where you didn't win the veto or you didn't play in veto, so you didn't have a chance.
Yeah,
So technically, you could win your way to the end.
yeah.
This
Good.
is the only season that you could literally win your way to the end.
You could.
Yeah, this is the only season, unless it happens next season exactly the same. That's the only one. Um, which is actually crazy, but
I know. I know. So I've been live for about 3 hours, including the live episode. So I'm about to hop off.
yeah.
But it was great meeting you as all great meeting you. It's great seeing you as always. I will see you. I will see you the 22nd. So Monday, right? You're flying into Atlanta?
Uh, yes, yes,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. So if you guys have anything that you want Adrian and I to do while we're here, I know we've got a podcast to do. We've got a photo shoot. We're probably going to go see Mickey as well. I think Matt wants to link up as well. So we got a lot
Yeah.
going on, guys, while he's here. And then we're going to try to book it on the 25th, the morning of, to Hollywood and to Los Angeles, and then going to see the Amazing Race premiere. And we'll be over there until the 28th, maybe the 29th. I got no clue. So it's a lot going on.
Yeah, honestly, bro, I'm about to be busy off the wazoo, bro. Like this is gonna be a
Yeah,
busy week. There's like, yeah, this is gonna be a busy week for sure.
embrace it.
Um,
Embrace it.
but
Absolutely.
yeah, I
Well,
think I think once you head out, I'm gonna do some live feed reactions. I think
I
people like
got you.
that from
I
yesterday.
got you. Well, if you
So
guys want to stay up and in my chat and check out live feeds and what Adrian's saying, then stay up. I'm about to pass out. I'm exhausted. So love you guys so much, Adrian. I'll see you in a little bit. Talk to you guys later. Peace.